Hey Virgos, and welcome to your May 2019 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that you're not too worried. You have a lot of things coming up this month that are coming into an ending phase, I think, and you're really focused heavily on maybe having a blank canvas or maybe starting over in some way, and you are really working to get to that point and really trying to make sure that everything coming into your life is being used well. I sense you to be quite frugal, perhaps energetically, really not wanting to waste, perhaps wanting to give back to the people around you. There's a charitable energy coming up for you, and a struggle to have truly given to yourself, or a struggle to have really received what you deserve from a situation coming up, and hopefully healing here. Something can't go on that has been coming up for you, Virgo. Nine of Swords is in your reading, and whenever I see that, it says to me that something can't go on. Five of Pentacles reversed has also come up, so I feel like you are not working with the most energy right now. You're not working with the most easiness, okay? But it's not terribly difficult either, because I think that there are such natural endings here and such natural abilities to thrive if you would like to utilize them. So try to not worry too much. Moving into this month, Virgo, worry is the enemy. Your mind is moving really quickly. Your mind is struggling to calm itself a bit, and you're learning how to calm it. You're learning what to do to have more calmness in your life, to have more enjoyment, to have more relaxation. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is naturally calm, naturally relaxed, and it's set off by the Nine of Swords. So there's just a battle between like what types of things relax you, what types of things make you upset, and does it make sense? You know, are normally upsetting things relaxing you? Are normally relaxing things upsetting you? There could be a bit of an imbalance there. Justice reversed is your central theme, so everything is coming back to imbalance. Everything is coming back to perception and what that is for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's out of whack, but I would say that most Virgos are not feeling completely satisfied with the balance in their lives, not feeling completely sold on people either, not feeling completely sold on certain circumstances. There's an apprehension, I feel like, in your energy, and you're proving yourself. You're proving that apprehension right or wrong here. So you might be testing things, you might be investigating a little bit. It's not even necessarily traumatic, but you're really testing the proof. It's like the proof is in the pudding for you this month, Virgo. You are testing the proof of something and seeing if something is what it says it is. So you're definitely seeing through lies, seeing through deception. I feel like Virgo can't be deceived during this time, and you will see through any type of deceptive experience. So I think that it is supported. I think that it's supported to test things or to seek proof in the things which have cropped up during this time. And I think that you are supported in doing that. You are becoming more emotionally vulnerable through that, though. You might see that some of the things that you figure out this month hit you harder than you expected. Page of Cups says that the emotions can be sensitive. So there's sensitivity within this coping process that you found yourself in, and it all kind of rises up to give you something. Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands. There's so much benevolence and abundance here, just right on the other side of this, difficult recovery that you're going through. There's a recovery of emotional calmness. There's a recovery of emotional connectedness that has to happen here, and you're racking your brain. You're trying to figure out how to do it. You're afraid that you can't be as open as you want to be about it, and you are challenged to work with yourself and to accept benevolence and to accept the things which are coming in right now and use them to your advantage within any type of emotionally perplexing situation which comes up. So you see something difficult come up, you think, okay, wow, well, my security is increasing as this difficult thing comes up. Or you see that, okay, wow, my bank account is a little bit low, but I have desire and ambition now. It's going to be easy to replace. It's going to be easy to solve this problem. I do feel like certain things can like pop up and you're like, okay, this could be a problem. But for each issue that comes up, there's something in a different sector of your life that compensates for it and that provides a creative solution for the other situation. So it's like there's a shift. There's like a shifting situation going on within your energy where certain, like your love sector will compensate for your money sector will compensate for your health sector, and they can really help to give back to each other. So you do find yourself forced to really find balance. If there's too much concentration of energy in money, you might see love and health are struggling. You have to balance that out. You have to give that energy equally. And the same goes for any other sector. Too much energy into love, too much time spent trying to, you know, understand the formula of a relationship, trying to know if someone was lying to you, and you see that the money starts to mess up because there's no energy left to, manifest money. So trying to really balance out where energy is placed is such an important thing for Virgo this month. Let me just see. I think as a last intuitive message before we get into the week to week, you have to also see how you can stabilize, even if things are popping up, like you have some kind of worst case scenario come up or something. I don't think it will happen for many of you, but if it did, how can you find a solace within that? How can you find, okay, well, this person left me, or I feel that this person has abandoned me in some way. How can I now fill that time? I'm now suddenly realizing that that person never really could give me what I needed. That person never really was what I needed. And I was tricking myself into thinking that they were, just to fill a space or to fill a gap. And now I'm trying to fill that gap with that lack of closure or that missing of that person. How can I fill that with health, with money, with abundance, with love, with enjoyment of myself, stopping the deprecation of myself? I do feel a bit of a self-deprecating vibe here too, but you heal it this month, Virgo. Don't worry too much about it. Any imbalance or any deficiency you will see so clearly here in this month. So on that note, being able to fix that as well, let's go ahead and get into the week to week. Week number 1, you have Page of Cups rooted down by 9 of Pentacles. So there's a really great opportunity in the very beginning of May to really bolster your emotional comfort. I feel like that has been the name of the game for you since the beginning of the year, and things really have gotten so much better. I think that you can see in the first week how much better your emotional situation is and how many more coping mechanisms which are healthy that you have. Finding healthy ways to cope, finding coping ways which like really help your balance structure in your body. So like the hormonal structure and the chemical structure, finding a way to cope in a way which is healing for it. Not having explosive tantrums or explosive crying spells that like really drain your body. I feel like you really can strongly find ways to cope which are not draining. So enjoy that process during the first week. I also feel that money is good. Promotions are possible during that time. Having a very expansive, connected feeling toward your job, toward your career is possible. Feeling like your career emotionally satiates you, which is going to be really beautiful for those of you who can have that. And a new intuitive feeling towards your career. So the duties which you have in your career can become more intuitive and more easy for you as well. There's an easiness that emerges there. And you move into the second week with that 9 of Swords rooted down by Knight of Cups. And you start to see that when things get easier, those mechanisms that were there from the past, those cycles of coping which were unhealthy in the past, still want to activate. So you can start to see that your mind or body manifests things which are difficult if you're not careful. Really pay close attention to the coping mechanisms which emerge. Really pay close attention to what stresses you during that period of time, and really get clear on the source of it. So the source of that stress, the source of that issue. Where is it coming from? What is it about? What does it want from you? And is it necessary to still have in your life? Can you let go of things which are huge sources of stress? Can you start to discern the beginning phases of things and knowing that these things will expand into something which is not maintainable for you? Knight of Cups rooting that down says emotional discernment. So not letting things get to this point in the representation of 9 of Swords, not letting things which are so stressful, so cloying emotionally, get to that point. So you learn that lesson. You see that this, whatever this is for you that has gotten to this point, you see, okay, now I know how to not let things get here. So there's like a huge lesson that comes in the second week about the progression of emotionally stimulating events in your life and how they got there, what the formula is, and how you can use that in the future. Week number 3, you have 8 of Wands rooted down by 5 of Pentacles reversed. Huge opportunity for windfall there and different ways that you can spend that as well. Try to not be extremely spendthrift or too frugal either. You've got to find that balance of how you're spending energy, money, whatever it is, because you're getting an abundance of it there. And it's polarizing to see like 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Five of Pentacles. It kind of is so volatile in so many extremes. So you can have so much money one day and then you're like, whoa, where did it all go? Try to really understand and wrap your head around where things are going. Where is your energy going in the third week? Where is your emotional energy that you spent in the second week making you feel like you don't have much to go off of? Again, balancing out those life sectors, the health, the money, the relationships, really making sure that there's an equal amount of energy provided to all, not compensating so much in one. Because that's what I keep hearing with this reading, is a lot of this is the result of compensating so hard in one sector, and it makes the other sectors a bit jealous or a bit barren, and then that causes a bit of chaos. Not saying that you're in chaos this month. It's not nearly as chaotic as actually the 2018 year cycle was for you, but it's just really getting past that and testing, like, if you're truly past it. Are you truly past what happened then? Can you now act energetically healthily based on being past it? Okay. Week number 4, you have Queen of Wands rooted down by Page of Swords reversed. This week is actually kind of about other people and about the people that you keep around you. It's not that deceptive people are around you, but Page of Swords reversed can indicate gossip, rumors, eavesdropping, people knowing things you don't want them to know, privacy being breached, and Queen of Wands holding that up makes it, again, gossipy or prolific. So do watch out for gossip. Watch out for what you tell people that you don't want everybody to know. I wouldn't be telling secrets or saying sensitive information about yourself to people you don't trust well. Also, as it relates to you, if we were looking at these archetypes just for you, Virgo, and not as other people in your life, I think that you should think about the concept of privacy, the concept of gossip as well, the concept of popularity versus privacy. I feel that there's such a huge connecting point between those two things now, popularity and privacy. Once you become popular, what does it mean for your privacy? What does it mean for your private life? Again, I think that there's a way to really merge your privacy and your popularity, and I'm not really sure what that means. I think that's going to have an individual meaning for each person, but it will be really nice to maybe see Virgo not so concerned. Again, Nine of Swords. I almost feel like some of you have had like a privacy breach, or there's maybe an embarrassing rumor for some of you, or someone has said something about you which is not true or is very sensitive. Not going to be the case for all of you, but I feel embarrassment here, or like some type of humiliation perhaps. Again, not for all of you, but it will be really important to see what that is for you. In fact, I might be doing a video about embarrassment and humiliation in the near future. It's been a topic that I've been getting a lot of questions about. So stay tuned for that, subscribe for that. But I do think that you, Virgo, are dealing with something relating to that, and it could be coming from the past. Have you risen above it? Can you rise above it? Of course you can. But how can you take this benevolence and start to care less about public opinion of you? There's something about public opinion versus private opinion. So the way that people know you in public versus private, something about that is initiating a karma cycle for you. So just be aware of that. That's going to be different for each person. Justice reversed says sometimes that we're struggling to see the karma cycle, or we're struggling to see where this all goes to. It's like, why am I being put through this? Why am I going through this? Why are certain things so great in my life while other things that are small really bring it all crashing down? I can't, it's hard for me to see the great things through the lens of these like really small, difficult things. Why is that so? Why can't I be grateful for what I have? There's that for a lot of you. And then there's just why am I so embarrassed? Why can't I get past this thing from the past? Why am I nitpicking my own humanity so hard? Virgo can do that. Virgo can really nitpick at its own humanity and demand a sort of robotic sterility from its energy that it has to be really careful about. It can really dehumanize itself. And embarrass itself in that way. Virgo can, that 6th house energy. It can be too manufacturing. It can be too factorial. It can be too desperate to look or be a certain way because of the predictability of it all. So you really have to see your humanity here, and you have to see your imperfection as something that is grace or something that is beautiful. Okay, Virgo? And that really seems like the perfect place to end your reading on. Really think about that last 30 seconds of the message, as that's the most important part of the video, I think. Find your imperfectionism here, if you could, and see that in a beautiful way. you will heal so much through that. Okay, Virgos, much love to you. Your likes, comments, and subscribes make my day. Check the description box below. You can find me on Patreon, where you can get these readings early and ad-free, as well as other healing resources. Much love. It's all there. Thank you so much for being here. You can navigate over to my channel to see your sun, moon, rising sign if you would like. We'll talk soon, Virgo. Good luck with all of this. You got this. It's not as bad as it was before. It's just something that you still kind of have to do. Okay, we'll talk soon, Virgos. Good luck. Bye.